Friends, brothers and sisters, this is a very important message to all the nations of the world. I'm speaking a subject that is very uncomfortable for most people because it is not politically correct. But we have to speak the truth. As Martin Luther King said, if I can't find a reason to die, I better not live. You know about coronavirus, COVID-19, that is destroying the world as we speak. Out of almost 8 billion people, 4 billion of them are at home, can't even move. State after state in America, nation after nation, like Italy, France, Germany, Norway, all the countries affected. Other 4 billion people can go out because their governments have not ordered. And China is saying corona virus has already left and they are celebrating. It's not true. I love China. I've been to China many times. I've taken world leaders, American leaders with me. When China had SARS in 2002, I was there. Former Prime Minister of India, Mr. Deva Gowda, traveled with me. This is very serious matter. It is destroying humanity. It's destroying the economy. It's destroying everything. People are tensed. We don't even have enough to stretch this. This is the first time in the history of probably humanity where half of the world cannot leave their home. Another half of the world are also not officially stuck, but with fear. They are stuck. So let me talk about economy first. Today, as I speak, US Congress has approved $2 trillion to restore the economy and subsidize and help the poor and the banks and the companies. Another $4 trillion to give loans to American businesses and companies. That is $6 trillion. That is 2 years of American total government budget, which is $3 trillion per year, and borrowed money another $1 trillion. 2 years total budget. And what will be the loss? Maybe 10 years loss. Our American economy, if jobs are not restored, if it continues 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, this may become, I don't want to say it, I don't wish it to happen, it may become another Venezuela. It is not just the economy. More important is the lives. Every nation has been affected. Already 155 nations have been tested positive. And other 30, 40 nations have not tested yet. So there is no single country that has not been affected by this coronavirus. And who is producing it? China. Have they done intentionally? No. But are they responsible? Yes, they are responsible. That's why I'm demanding China, which nobody else is demanding, should do their part, because it's the second largest economy in the world after the US. And China owns so many countries, 25% of their GDP. Countries like Zimbabwe, I can go on and list. 50 countries have huge percentage of the GDP, 10%, 15%, 25% of their entire country's GDP owed to China. There is a hidden debt, nobody talks about it. Even World Bank, IMF doesn't know it. When SARS happened, thousands died all over the world, are affected, but nobody demanded China to be responsible. I'm not talking about Chinese people. They're wonderful, loving, kind people. If you visit China, you'll understand, hospitable people. But I'm talking about the Politburo and the Chinese president and the dictators. They only think about economy. That is why they are investing. Take India, for example. All India's neighbors have been controlled by China, whether it is Pakistan or Bangladesh, Nepal or Sri Lanka or Burma or Mauritius. Entire neighbors are controlled with their economy, building roads or bridges or airports. They have become slaves. But this coronavirus is destroying the entire world's economy. If it is destroying American economy from 2 years to 5-10 years, imagine. I'm not talking about the GDP, the entire US government economy. What government brings in 3 trillion? Wow. Are you understanding it? So what China should do? I'm demanding 3 things China should do for moral responsibility. Of course, they are known for not having human rights. There is no freedom of religion. There is no freedom of press. Yes, they respect me, the leadership. But I'm not interested in personal respect. I'm interested to do, called to do, chosen to do what no one else are willing to risk. Like I've been almost all the war zones of the world, telling the dictators, whether it is Pakistan President Musharraf, or Liberian President Charles Taylor, or Middle Eastern leaders, including Gaddafi and Assad of Libya and Syria, or Sudan President Bashir, or Venezuelan President Chavez, or American presidents, world leaders, NATO Secretary General recent. I meet these leaders and I confront them and I speak the truth, risking my very life. And this could cost me life, but it's okay, because there are 8 billion people at risk. 800 crore people. So China, you have enough money, you are second largest economy, your economy is more than the entire African economy put together. So this is what you can do. First, all these African countries, 54, have been affected. They owe you money. So you can forgive their debt, which you don't need to lose anything. So forgive the debt for all African 54 countries, Asian countries, and America. America owes China more than $1 trillion. And China can say, America, unintentionally we caused you loss 10 times more than what you owe. You owe us 1 trillion, but you cost 10 trillion. We cost $10 trillion. So you don't need to pay back the debt. So I hope, I expect, or I request, and I demand China to do the right thing first time in their life, which is to forgive the debt of all the nations. Second thing they can do and commit, the president himself with Politburo need to commit and say, yes, every family that is affected, whoever you lost, at least we will give a small amount, $10,000 per person who have lost their life because of coronavirus. If it is 6,000 people in Italy, 4,000 people in Spain, or thousands will lose their life in America, thousands. As of today, 700. It will exceed a lot more than what Italy lost or Spain lost or Germany lost within the next few weeks. President Trump today said, by April 12th, Easter, I want to see all churches packed. Right now, half of America is ordered to stay at home. It's like curfew, you can't even go out. The other half, those who are going for limited hours. So, next 2-3 weeks, it's going to be solved? No, it will take minimum 2-3 months if America stands still. It's spread. The mayor of New York and the governor of New York is saying 40 to 80% of the 18 million New Yorkers will be affected with coronavirus. 40 to 80%. What are we talking about? Only 1 in 1,000, as President said today, have been tested as of March 24th. 1 in 1,000. So 999 people have not been even tested. There is not even 1% testing kits. So China should say, we will pay compensation to every person who loses life $10,000. Third, we demand China should say, we will sponsor and fund the medicine, vaccines, so that in the future millions, even a billion will not be affected. And we will also provide the equipment, because China manufactures things like no other nation. They built the hospital within a week. So China should build hospitals, ship the equipment, testing kits to all the nations. That should be their focus right now, instead of trying to cover up, manipulate, or twist. If China wants to be a true nation with the power. And I'm asking you, every one of you, for the first time in my life, I'm asking, subscribe, share, ask everyone that you know. If you know 1,000 people, ask 1,000. If your channel has 4 million subscribers, ask every one of them to join with me, join with you. Let us fight together for the justice of the billions of innocent people who have done nothing wrong, but their lives have been affected. Economy has been destroyed. Foundations have been shaken. Thousands and tens of thousands are dying, and we don't know how many millions died or will die in China because there are no proper reports. Some reports say 1 million, some reports say 5 million, some reports even up to 50 million have been affected in China alone, which is 2-3% of their population, which is not a big amazing. Look at Italy, such a small country, already tested positive, almost 70,000-80,000 people. This is real, this is dangerous, this is deadly. We must turn to God. Scientists and experts and doctors are risking their life. I can go on and on and on. Please share this video with everyone. Let's join hands and hearts together to demand China to do justice once for all, so that no other nation can ever send their people to 200 countries. When this happened, they didn't even speak for 1 month. They were hiding. They should have immediately stopped every flight to every nation in the world. President Trump, a month ago, banned China's flights to the US. And today, few hours ago, he called China virus. Please don't attack Chinese people. They're wonderful people. Please don't take law into your hands. But join me if you believe in this cause. Let's fight together, pray together, work together, spread this message like wildfire. And let's save every family, every individual, millions, and all 8 billion people. Imagine half of the world sitting at home. They can't go out. So let's turn this deadly China coronavirus into an opportunity where all the world can be united, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, nationality, to demand China to do the right thing. Please, every one of you, from Argentina to Zambia, have traveled the world. 155 countries have conducted the peace rallies, advised all these presidents and prime ministers. We must do the right thing. Please, every head of state, every governor, every senator, every president, every prime minister, let's work together. United Nations, World Health Organizations, European Union, NATO nations, African Union, Arab nations, Asian nations. Let's all work together. This is war against injustice. To promote peace, sometimes we have to do what is right thing to do. Let's pray for the families that are mourning. Irreparable, not 10,000. If you give $10 billion to each family, once you lose Today in California, a teenager is dead. Prime Minister of Canada, wife, Spanish Prime Minister's wife, NBA basketball stars, people like Tom Hanks, Hollywood famous stars, world leaders. German Chancellor isolating herself. Not a small thing. We must fight together, work together. Thank you very much. God bless you. Subscribe right now.